All right, man. Back out here once again, as you can see. But first and foremost, I'm gonna start this video off. I'm giving all honor and praise and glory to the Father, Abba, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, for giving us the crocodiles to come back out here. You know what I'm saying? Hit the highways and byways once again, and prophesy the destruction, downfall, and judgment of America, which is the daughter of Babylon, and all these damn heathen nations, and also the house of God being the Israelites, which are in fact so-called Native American Indians, Hispanics, or Latinos, and so-called Negroes, also called, all by the seed of your father. If that's what your father goes back to, that's what you are, because it goes by the seed of the man, according to Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And those people of those so-called ethnicities actually go back to the biblical Israelites. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start it off by saying Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. All right. Shalom wa barakatuh to all the hopeful elect out there, the 144,000 men, on down to the rest of the 1/3. To you, we say shalom wa barakatuh for coming out on these highways and byways, laboring week in, week out, in season, out of season. You know, putting your life on the line, your body on the line, making your body a living sacrifice, hopefully in sincerity, man, and truth. All right? But yeah, man. So, what was you talking about? You said,
back to the word. We'll start off with prophecy.
Hey, bro. You know you're an Israelite? You know you're an Israelite? What's your nationality? You wanted it? Got options right here for you. So right here, this is what we're dealing with, but this is what's set up right now. So which one of these people are you on this side? So consider yourself. Or that people will say you are. Or you will understand yourself to be. Which one is your father? Your dad? Your dad?
To be honest, I don't know.
You don't know your dad?
Yeah, but well.
Is he a so-called black man?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would Negro. You would be Negro. The Negroes actually go back to the tribe of Judah. You know who the Judites are? You know, you heard of the so-called Jews, right? So the Jews come from the word Judah, right? Now, you hear about the Jews, right? But the Jews make up 3 tribes, which represented the kingdom of these people, right? Because it was a split. So the Jews would be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So those so-called Jews are saying that they're so-called Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? According to, you know, that concept, right? But Judah, Benjamin, and Levi have 9 other brothers, because they go back to men. These men right here, right, were all the sons of this man right here, which is who the creator. You believe in God?
Yes.
That's who the God of the Bible dealt with. That's how he got the Bible. That's how he got the scriptures and everything. You know what I'm saying? His name was Jacob originally. You ever heard of Jacob?
No.
His name was Jacob, and he got his name changed to Israel. And Israel basically was given a promise that really is on a whole nother level. He gave him a promise of the world, pretty much, right? Of everything. And his seed was going to inherit that promise. So he gave birth to these 12 men right here. And these 12 men gave birth to all these nations, and we can prove it really quick. Because you know that so since you're a so-called Negro, right? We are too, right? That's what we thought. That's what they teach us, right? That's your people too, if she's a so-called Mexican, right? Now, did you know that how did they teach you we got over to America? How did they teach you that the so-called Negroes got to America? How old are you?
16.
Slave ships. You 16?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't teach y'all about Black history no more in school?
They do, but well, look.
Yeah, it's because I heard I got a younger brother about your age, and I met some other kids in California, right? I used to stay in California. I'm from here, but I used to stay in California. And they were saying basically how they shortened up in teaching about Black history. So they're teaching that originally when we was in school, we came on slave ships, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that was written in the Bible? You know what a prophecy is? A prophecy is an event that's said to happen before it happens. That's all the Bible deals with. It deals with other things too, right? That was a prophecy that was said to guess who? That was an event that was said, that was told to these people, right? That it was gonna happen to them, and it happened. Guess who those people? Guess who that was said to? Go ahead, pull it up. Deuteronomy 28,
68.
Go ahead, read that.
It's Deuteronomy 28, 68.
That was it's in the Bible. Watch
And it
this.
say, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way,
Stop
go
right
ahead.
there. So how did they say we came over here? From a ship, right? Read that again.
It's Deuteronomy 28, 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Slow down, read it slow. Start over.
Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Listen.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Who's the thee? Thee is another word, it's an old English word for youth. So who is he talking to? Go to Deuteronomy. No, we're gonna prove it. Don't just take what people hear. People gotta prove things to you. Because that's why we don't know who we are. We just take what we believe, what people say at face value, and they can't substantiate it. Deuteronomy 1 and 1. This is the whole book. That was just in chapter 28 of this book called Deuteronomy, right? He said he was going to bring somebody he was talking to into Egypt again with ships, right? Let's find out in context who was he talking to from the first chapter in the first verse of this book. Go ahead, verse 1.
Deuteronomy 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
See? Back up. It was all Israel. All these people on this side. That's what you was called in the ancient times. When you came into slavery, they told you you was a Negro. They told you was a Negro. They told me I was a Negro. They told him he was a Negro. Right?
That word is in the Bible.
Right. And that's a byword. That's a curse. Right? Now go back to Deuteronomy 28. Verse 26 real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Give me like 5 minutes. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
So,
again.
according to context, starting Deuteronomy off, who did it say that these words are being spoken to? All of who? Israel, right? Exactly. Read that. Deuteronomy 28:68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So who is the thee? There you go. Now, read it again. Watch this. You gotta break it down. Watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now what does Egypt mean? Because we know what ships are. He said he's gonna bring Israel, right, into Egypt again. Did you ever hear about how Moses split the sea and they walked through it? You never heard? She heard of that, right? But you heard of that, right? The Israelites did that. Only the Israelites, nobody else. God, the creator of heaven, these skies and everything we see, how you got 2 eyes, he got 2 eyes, I got 2 eyes, you got an organ system and everything, right? The creator of all that, he brought these people, the Israelites, who was his chosen people, through out of slavery, because they were serving slavery in Egypt. He brought them out of that by great wonders, splitting the ocean apart, right? A big sea apart, right? Exactly. He closed it on their enemies. He only did that for the Israelites, right? This is who this whole book is about. The Bible has nothing to do with anybody else except the Israelites. But they use it in church as a get-rich-quick scheme program. And God does not play with that. We're not out here for our health. We're not out here to hear ourselves talking. We're out here to save you because you are, in fact, an Israelite. period. Now, he said he was going to bring them into Egypt, right? We just talked about what happened in Egypt. He brought them out. He said he's going to bring them into it again. When you read the Bible, the Israelites never went back into Egypt again. So what does Egypt mean? It got to be a symbol for something. So she get it. Go to Exodus chapter 2, verse 1.
Exodus 2, verse 1.
20 chapter 20, verse 2. It actually means the house of bondage. How she just said, I just want to prove it to you. There you go.
Exodus 20, verse 2. I am the Lord, thy God.
Your God. Thy is a thy, thee. Whenever you hear it, it's just old English for you. That's all that means. So thy, your, or you. Go ahead, read it again.
Exodus 20, verse 2. I am the Lord, thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
That's what Egypt means. So he said, I'm going to bring you, read it again. That's Deuteronomy 28:16. Then we're going to show you some pictures, and I'm going to tell you the final part of all of this. And y'all decide what y'all do after this.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt, so the D we found out is Israel. Egypt means the house of bondage or slavery. They already had went into it, but we know, because we read the scriptures, that the Israelites never went back into Egypt again. Let alone with ships. Because how did they leave Egypt? They walked. There you go. That don't even make sense. See that? It's making sense now, right? I'm going to show you. Now, he said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery again, because that's another word for the house of bondage, right? With ships. Who the only person you know that went into slavery on ships? Show the picture. Our people, right? We just run through them. Y'all come close, we ain't gonna bite y'all. The same people, brothers and sisters. Man. See that? That's our people.
Everybody knows
By the boatloads. Those is the chosen people of God. Deuteronomy 7:6. Read that. Watch this. Don't let no one tell you, because you still at a perfect age. You at a perfect age.
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord, thy God.
Who is the thou? Israel. He said, you are holy people unto me. You're God. God it just means power. But that's not the Most High name. He has a name. Just like you got a name, I got a name, you have a name, right? He has a name. The Most High has a name. He's going to give you the name before you leave. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You look up the word holy, get into looking up words, man. Holy means set apart, right? You're not with everything. I got you set out. I don't put that with everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. Okay?
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
He chose you. He chose the Israelites. He said he chose them, right? To be a what?
A special people unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people. Read that again.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Most High not dealing with everybody here. That's why what happens to us in the hoods and the ghettos and our neighborhoods, we're the only people that was put on slave ships and forced to suffer that, because he don't deal with, and he just told you, he don't deal with everybody the same way, right? So he wouldn't even punish everybody the same way, right? Let me show you the end of that. So who did that to us? Huh? It was ultimately God, but who did he use to do that to us? It was a people, right? What people? Because the Most High deal with truth. It ain't about you gotta understand what racism is. They teach us racism wrong. Racism doesn't mean, oh, you don't like me because you're racist. No, racist just means you're for your people. The word you're looking for is prejudice. Remember that word? Prejudice. We used to use that a lot back then. It disappeared. People confuse what racism is. So this is not racism. But the Most High is for his people. So he a racist, right? Because he's for his people. So what people did that to our people? Because you got to know this, or he ain't going to deal with you. Watch this. Get John 4:24. Because the Most High only deal with truth. If you can't say, I'll say it for us.
John 4:24.
Watch this.
God is a spirit,
Right?
and they that worship him
I worship the God, right? The power, right? Listen.
must worship him in the spirit and in truth.
In truth. That's the point. So what's the truth? What people did that to the Israelites? Because we found out that the Israelites was us. It was the white people, so-called white people, right? Did you know those are twin brothers? That man right there had a twin brother. His name was originally Jacob. Remember I told you that, right? Get a chance, if you read the Bible, just read Genesis chapter 27. It's going to tell you about when this man was born, what happened. He had a twin brother whose name was Esau. His name was originally Jacob, and his twin brother's name was Esau. He represented good, Esau represented bad. That's why you always got what? Black versus white, right? They always got it out for us. And it said that they wrestled in the womb and they could never get along. The Most High put two twin people, and we can prove it's true. You ever heard of albino people? Can black people have an albino child? That's what albinism is, right? You usually know about black people having basically a white-looking child, right? With blonde hair. I have a sister, she's albino. Blonde hair, completely white skin and blue eyes. So the Most High showed you this is not a game, right? But anyway, that's who the white people actually are. They come from Esau. Because Esau came out red, meaning no melanin in his face. That's the people who God hates. He loves the Israelites and he hates Esau. And everybody else comes from other people in the Bible too. There's no such thing as a Chinese man. There's no such thing as an Arab man on down, right? They're just extras. This thing comes down to the so-called black people and the so-called white people. And really,